Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm making a tray with a temporary tattoo and a twist. I wanted to test something out. I haven't tried it before and I haven't seen anybody else try it, but I'm sure someone's done this. I just haven't seen it myself and I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but I'm going to test it out here. First I start by putting the temporary tattoo down. Make sure you peel off the clear film on the front of the tattoo because I've made that mistake more than once and it will stick to the film and not your silicone and it'll ruin the tattoo. Yeah, I've had to throw away quite a few because of that. And then once you get it down in the right spot, you just want to dampen a rag, but you don't want it dripping with water. You just want it kind of wet. I don't know how to explain it. You just don't want like water dripping everywhere. And then you just blot the back until it's soaked through. And you'll know once it's soaked through because if you kind of tug on it gently, it will start to slide off. And it takes about 20 to 30 seconds of wetting it to get it to do that. And then it slides right off super easy. And then you let it dry. You let it air dry. You want all that water just gone, but you don't want to wipe it off because you will rip the tattoo. So just better to let it air dry. And then here I'm just going to put on these interference powders. Now they are actually labeled as chameleon powders and I will list all the items I'm using in my description box. But to me they look more like interference powders, mainly because they don't shift color. They're just one color. They're a white powder, but I don't know, they call them chameleon powders. So I'm just using 3 colors. I put gold, I think, on the clock, and then pink on the roses. And then I leave the rest. I'm not going to put anything else on it. And then I'm going to back it in resin. You just want to make sure when you're putting the powders down that you're not brushing it really hard. You just want to gently dab at it and then gently burnish it in because you don't want to rip the tattoo. Again, it's very fragile. And you don't need a lot, just a little bit. And that's pretty much it for this. It's pretty simple. Hopefully I'll get the effect that I want after it's cured. But yeah, I actually used 2 different pinks, but they look pretty identical. So it's hard to tell the difference. But yeah, after this, I will be pouring the resin. And the resin I'm using is a 1-to-1 epoxy, not a fast cure. I want it to have time to kind of merge because I'm using multiple colors. So I'm going to let it cure slowly. For the colors, initially I was using 3, black, white, and bronze, but I forgot to mix up the bronze. So we're just going to do 2 colors today. I used a black pigment paste for the black, and then for the white I used a mica powder. I wanted to see like if I got a different marble from it. Most of the time I use just micas, but I added the pigment paste this time. And yeah, once I mix it up, I'm gonna pour most of the white on the back of the tattoo to start because I don't want too much black. I'm afraid it's gonna kind of camouflage or take away from the tattoo, and I think white will make it stand out more. So I do pour the white first, and then I will just drizzle in some black, then add the white, and so on and so forth. You pretty much got marbling down by now probably, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm just gonna let it cure for probably 12 to 18 hours. I don't think I stuck this on a heat mat. I think I just let it cure, like I said, so it can merge. And then we'll be back to see the final result. So now it's all cured, and I really, really like it. It came out perfect. The trick here was when you look at it in a certain light, in a certain direction, it doesn't look like there's any color at all. And then when you look at it in another direction, you can see all the colors come through, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, I think it turned out perfect. I love it, and definitely want to try this again. But leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.